Hello and welcome to Arguing Ever After. I'm Luke, and this is my smoking hot wife, Amber.
Hello.
Together, we are the Lord and Lady who lock horns,
The Count and Countess of Contention,
the Duke and Duchess of Disagreement,
and the King and Queen of Quarrels.
We have been together since the real Slim Shady please stood up, and we've been arguing about practically everything, and we're still together and happy. We have a great teenager who doesn't think we're lame. Some of her friends even think we're cool, which is amazing. And most of our family still likes us.
In this entertainment-only podcast, we will bicker about all things, big and small, and the audience gets to say on who the winner is.
We do not claim to be relationship experts by any means. We will debate lots of things, many of which are frequently submitted by our listeners. So if you have a topic you'd like us to discuss on the podcast, please send it to us at arguingeverafter@gmail.com.
Perhaps this completely unscientific method of letting the masses determine who is right can help you with your fight before you even have it.
And with that, we're at episode 7.
7. Lucky number 7.
Ooh, I didn't think of that till you just said it.
I know.
I don't know what's going to happen because of it. I feel like we're already lucky.
We are very, very lucky.
Ooh, which brings us to our recent thing that we learned. We learned a lot about podcasts, starting a podcast. There's all these analytics they give you. And one of them is where your listeners come from. So I know we've referenced the countries before. We have the UK, Germany, and obviously the US.
Yes.
But we also have a state breakdown for the US.
Mm-hmm.
And it is.
Well, most of our listeners, makes sense, come from our home state here in Minnesota.
Yep.
However, we have listeners from kind of across the US right now. And I think we've mentioned a couple of them maybe in the past, but we have some new ones, and we're actually a little curious who they might be.
For sure.
We have listeners in New Jersey, Florida, Colorado, and Arizona, as well as the ones we've had before. So if you are listening and you could comment, if you know us. If you don't, that's fine. But it would be really great to see who you are. With other states, we've kind of got some good guesses there, especially with some of our feedback. But I'm at a loss on a couple of these. So
for sure.
Yeah.
I could have some family in a couple of those, but
you have family all over.
I do.
All over.
I don't think I have anyone in New Jersey.
You might, though. Who knows?
I do have a brother in Arizona.
You do.
We don't have anyone in Florida, do we?
Well, we've been to Florida a lot.
Like a lot.
A lot. We like visiting some theme parks down there in Florida.
And the Gulf of Mexico.
And yes, the Gulf.
And sometimes the Atlantic.
And the weather. The weather is something we like a lot.
It's warmer than here.
Most of the time.
That's for sure.
Yeah. So it's really fun to kind of see where the reach can be. And I forget how big the internet is, There was this very recently, everybody, I have playlists. I have music playlists, right?
Yeah.
And the other day I was talking with Luke and he's like, you have 24,000 people who listen to your playlist. And I was like, I had no clue anyone could even access it.
Yeah, because you had it set to public.
Yeah, and I was like, that's fine. If they want to listen to my music, I'll let them. But
does that make you internet famous?
It makes my playlist internet. 24,000 is probably not that big, but to me, when I thought I was maybe the only one listening to it, except for Luke.
If anyone wants to check this playlist out, because it's public, it's on YouTube Music, and its name is First.
Yes.
Which I'm going to guess has something to do with the number of listens, because maybe it comes up first.
Maybe.
Which would be hilarious.
Maybe. And
they're listening to your music.
I just did it because that just made sense for the other list that I was going to make, which was going to be a second, really hard.
Boy, you're really figuring these out, aren't you?
Yeah, but I didn't actually make a second list. I made a Halloween playlist, but not a second list. So, I don't know. Maybe don't listen because you'll probably judge me too much. And I don't know.
You might really enjoy it, though.
Well, I don't mind people judging me for sure, but you might enjoy it. It's a great, if you're especially from our generation.
You could definitely tell we're kids that formed our lives in the 90s. There's no question when you listen to that playlist.
Yeah.
It's all about vibes and jams and...
Yes.
Oh, do you have Summertime on there?
Oh, I don't know. I don't
Because
think
that's
so.
a 90s jam. I just
I
thought
don't-
about
I don't
jams
think
in my
so.
head.
No, I don't think I have that in there. I don't
Know
think
what else goes with summertime?
What goes with summertime?
Grilling meat.
It does go with summertime.
Did you see that segue? That was so good.
That was that was a segue.
I'm like pro level at this point.
Yeah, I mean, and well, for grilling, I think that's, did you know that there are people who listen to music while they grill? Like, that's a common thing. We don't do that.
I know. I like thought about doing that and then I never do. Like, I'll even have my phone out and then I'll just like be grilling and I'll decide to read a book, which sounds super lame compared to listening to music.
Ew.
I like books.
I'm running in and out while grilling.
Yeah.
So there's like the thought of having 2 seconds to enjoy a song is not there. But today while I was cooking in the kitchen, I was making meatballs in the kitchen, and then I actually had a podcast going. And it wasn't ours, whatever. But so I do, for some reason, like that going in and out just seems really hard to do. But yesterday, actually talking about grilling, Luke made me the perfect cheddar wurst thing. It was so good. It was crispy and like just black char on it, and it was wonderful.
You like your stuff real cooked.
I really appreciate it.
I'd also like to point out that what I just heard is you said I was perfect.
That's what I said.
And I'll take it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's what I said.
I do try to start your meat on fire when it's grilling.
That's the way to start it.
I mean, disagree. Like a little fire, I'm in, but, crispy char. It really depends on what you're cooking, I guess.
I don't actually agree. If it's going on the grill, I want the fire. I want to feel the fire on my food.
Taste it.
I want to taste the ash on my food. When I was a kid, so currently we have a propane grill, which is pretty easy, and we grill a lot during the summer.
Did that come out in our life? Because I feel like nobody had that.
No,
Didn't everyone have charcoal when we were kids?
Well, I'm sure that's all that people could afford in our areas, but
that's true.
I'm sure people had propane.
I don't know, man. I feel like the old round black traditional grill with charcoal was like all anyone had.
I think that's all, oh gosh.
Maybe if it did come out in our life. Well, maybe one of our listeners will comment and tell us.
I bet you there's someone who knows.
Maybe it came out with Eminem. Maybe. No, it was before that for sure.
Well, and I know that, we since we have the propane grill and stuff, we grill a lot more because of that. But when you have the charcoal, when I was growing up, my dad would always cook everything like to black, absolute black. So for me, that's kind of what grilling is. Cooking. If I'm cooking it on a fire, it needs to have a hard sear. Like that's just why would you? And I do kind of miss with our propane tank that I don't taste lighter fluid anymore.
The lighter fluid, you just douse all the charcoal with lighter fluid. Who didn't do that though? That was the correct way to start charcoal.
Oh, and it takes forever to cook that way.
I know.
This is why I prefer the propane for cooking on.
Yeah.
I prefer the charcoal for eating off of.
Agreed.
However,
you can get they make stuff, but it's like more work. You can get like pellets
that you put in the propane,
or maybe it's like I don't. They're like I've seen them at the store.
Don't put it in the tank.
No, they go. I think they go like on the bottom of the grill, like underneath the burners. I want to say I'd have to look into it, but they're like little. I think they're like stones that mimic charcoal in a propane grill. I'm pretty sure my brother in Maryland uses it. By the way, Maryland is not on the list of states, so I don't know what's up with that, brother. You know who you are, but
I'm telling you, my siblings are taking it down. I mean, way to go. Way to represent my family. I'm not saying the name, but you know who you are.
Yeah.
Thank you, all of my sisters.
Maybe our new expansion into other podcast platforms will make it easier for my very caged family who said, well, we don't have Spotify. And I'm like, y'all, you could just download the app. And they're like, why?
Yeah.
So maybe now that we have Apple and iHeartRadio and Pocket Casts, maybe they will too.
There's a few others in there. I don't actually know, though. Like I can't entirely remember the name of them. They weren't the stations or streaming services that I use. But if you are listening and you can't see us because you have gone on to one of these other platforms, just you can listen however you prefer to consume. Obviously, we adore that you're here. But on Spotify is a video if you want to actually watch us. I don't know. I don't think either of us are too awful to look at.
That's what I'm saying.
But
for sure, she's not.
Oh, thank you. But that would be a way if you wanted to. Also, if you know anyone, we figured out some little bit of closed captioning. So if you know anyone who wants to watch a podcast, but maybe is got some sort of hearing impairment, they would be able to watch us through Spotify only. That's currently the only video spot we've got. So, but it's free. It's still free. And that's what I hope to maintain for folks forever, is on your end, it's free. On our end, it's free. And we can all enjoy, because most things in life aren't free.
That's true. Now back to enjoyment, because I enjoy very much meat.
Yes, back to meat.
We're talking about meat. So, I mean, I don't think there's ever been a time in my life where I didn't want to eat meat. Like I've always.
I have.
Well, you have. I think I joined you temporarily in your mission to be vegetarian, and I did not last.
It didn't last.
I was not. I think I was a month, and I was like, what is happening? Anyway, it's okay if you want to live that way. But for me, I like meat. I like all kinds. I like meat, breakfast meats. I like bacon, which is also not a breakfast meat because you can put it on all kinds of stuff.
Yes.
But I only like it if it's crispy.
Yeah, I don't
like the chewy bacon. I don't like that so much.
Or like it looks like
I also like a breakfast sausage. I'll take it either in a link or a patty.
So I have opinions about this. I used to really love bacon a lot, and I have found that I cannot tolerate bacon like I used to. And like bacon bits, for whatever weird reason, I don't have as much issue with those. But I remember how much I used to love bacon as a kid. And today I'm like, meh, I actually don't even want to eat it. But
it was like your stomach, or like you just don't prefer
also
it anymore?
the smell. It's a weird thing in life when like your sense of smell changes some of how you eat. And then I don't know when it happened, but I don't like it anymore. But for sausage too, for breakfast sausage, in general, I prefer a patty to a link.
Same, but I like both.
Now, do you like the patties? Okay, so sorry, not patty. The link that has the casing or no casing?
Don't all links have to have a casing?
No, I literally just was up north at a place that had delicious sausage.
Oh, I guess you're right. That was like less.
Tower Cafe. Delicious sausage.
If you're ever in Tower, Minnesota, waiting to hike up north.
They are so good.
Go to the Tower Cafe. They know how to do a breakfast.
Yeah.
Like, man.
They took care of us. Ooh. It was amazing. But their sausage, don't you remember, didn't have casing on it.
Huh.
And it was good.
It was very delicious.
That's the thing I don't fully understand about meat either, is like sometimes with sausage, it's in a casing and sometimes it's not. And also I've seen, because I watch a lot of cooking shows.
Way too many cooking shows.
Yes, a lot of cooking shows, but I've watched them put the sausage, go through all the trouble of putting the sausage in the casing, which is a lot. I mean, like they're sitting there, they're pushing it into the thing, and then they have to hold the casing and then twist and all that. They do that. And then after they do that, they cut it open and remove the casing after they cooked it. And I'm like, you just did so much work to make it into that thing.
Maybe that helps it cook.
I'm thinking it must, but
or maybe it's like tea, like it steeps inside of the casing.
Oh, maybe
it absorbs more of its own flavor. That does seem like a silly amount of work.
It is a lot of work. I mean, I've also watched people on these cooking shows make sausage without using the casing at all.
Right.
And obviously, a lot of cooking shows I'm watching are competitions. I actually really have one of my favorite cooking competitions is a barbecue competition.
Oh, I love barbecue.
Oh, I do too.
I love that you love barbecue. We love barbecue together.
We do.
I could eat barbecue like a few times a week and not ever get tired of it. It's so good.
I could too. And
I could probably exist on tacos and barbecue for life. For real.
It would be a short life, but yes, you could. It'd be really unhealthy. But one of the things I like on the barbecue shows is they're showing you like all these ways to cook food. They're just advanced from, me just throwing a frozen patty onto our propane grill. And because I enjoy eating barbecue so much, and I enjoy, I enjoy the smoke flavor a lot too. I really have wanted, and I've tried to talk Luke into this several times to get a smoker. I don't want to do the work, but I really want you to do the work. I really do.
I understand. Here's the problem. It takes forever. And even friends of mine who have a smoker, they're like, it's not that big of a deal.
Yeah.
You just got to prep the meat like you always would, which takes like, honestly, usually takes like 15 minutes or so to like, rub it and pack it and whatever you got to do. And then you put it in the smoker the day before, and then you smoke the thing for like 14 hours, give it to like 12 to 18 hours, depending on the type of meat. And then like you eat it the next day.
Yeah.
Listen, I don't have that kind of patience. And then there's people that I know, they got these smokers now, and I don't know if this is common, but they got like an app on their phone where they'll be at work and they'll like check the temperature of the thing. And like, I think there's even like automated stuff where you can like have it rotate or like add smoke or something. I mean, like, listen, the complexity that is involved with some of these smokers is out of control. If it takes you more than a day to cook food, now I'm not going to say I don't like it. I'll go to a restaurant and buy some brisket, right?
I know, but you
at home, like, I'm not trying to cook for 2 days.
But what if it's really not that hard? And according to, so we do definitely have friends who have smokers. And also, so I have sat in our backyard. We have a neighbor who has a smoker.
Okay.
And she's told me about her smoker, and she's talked about she's listened to our episode a couple times. She's talked to me about the smoking situation, how it's really not that difficult. And I don't know.
We could let them smoke meat and just eat their food.
I'm sure if we asked, she would let us. But I don't want, But it would be really nice, to have our own, and then.
Listen, if you want to get a smoker and smoke some meat, you ain't gotta have
it be me. I want you to do that.
Why do you? Why does it got to be me if you want it so bad?
Because I feel like
I do slow cook a couple things. I got like 3 signature items that I learned how to cook during the COVID when you couldn't go to a restaurant, and so I learned how to do crock pot slow cook pulled pork, which is admittedly it's not as good as smoked pulled pork.
I know,
but it's delicious. It is. You love it.
No, I love it. It makes good tacos.
That's the other one. I was talking about the pulled pork you put in the King's Hawaiian roll, like a pulled pork sandwich. I've got that recipe. And then I've got the other recipe, which is also slow cooked pulled pork. And that one put in different seasonings and put it into like a carnitas taco.
Yes.
Which is super delicious. And then the other thing I learned how to do is ribs. Shout out to my cousin in upstate New York. I got his recipe to do a rib rub and then slow cook it in the oven. I can't even remember. I think it's like 180 for 6 hours or 8 hours or something like that.
So you're already there.
But that's different. That's like, so you get up in the morning, and I don't even do this on a work day because it'd be too much action before I had to leave for work. But on like a non-work day around 9 o'clock in the morning, I could prep the thing, put it in at 10 o'clock, have it cook for like 8 hours. It's ready for dinner at 6. I'm okay with that. I'm okay within 1 day. But going to 2 days, I mean, the commitment it's like daunting.
I know, but I feel like you would appreciate it more because like
you would appreciate it more.
I definitely would appreciate it more. But like out back, we have strawberries growing, right? And those are so much better because we grew them ourselves. So I feel like if you were to make your own smoked pork or brisket, I love a good brisket. I love a good brisket. If you were to smoke that, you would notice how much better it is. Like your carnitas, I mean, those are restaurant qualities, good restaurant quality carnitas,
They are?
I think they're good. We
really
enjoy them.
Did you guys hear that?
We really enjoy them.
My wife just said I cook restaurant quality tacos up in here. Woo!
I mean, the taco restaurant scales are very wide, but no,
I definitely couldn't cook like hundreds of them in a day, that's for sure.
No. But I do so we're talking about barbecue. We love barbecue. We keep talking all the time about going back to the place with the best barbecue ever for us. I mean, I know people are very specific. Texas barbecue, Kansas barbecue, Carolina barbecue.
It's all kind of barbecue.
And the sauces are very different.
Yep.
I feel like
delicious.
I feel like the meats, and I'm sure if I'm wrong, someone tell me, but I feel like the actual meat basics are the same. Although there are people who are like with a rib, either you like it off the bone or you shouldn't fall off the bone, or you need a good bite to it. And
Yep.
I prefer to not work that hard.
I
I like
like
it
a
if
fall
it's
off
going to
the bone.
fall off
That's
the
right.
bone
Yep.
type of a thing. And oh, that's so good. We were talking about going to Kansas City though, and we always talk about it. They have,
Because Jack Stack,
it's not that far of a drive.
future potential sponsor, yet again, I'm just tossing these names out. If we ever get it, I'm just saying, you want to throw some barbecue our way or give us some vouchers, I mean,
We would then make the drive.
I would probably shout you out.
At some point we will.
Commercial quality, you know.
The best beef rib I've ever had in my life.
Fantastic.
Was there.
I had like some of the best pork ribs and other barbecue things I ever had. And then I had one bite of yours and I was like, oh my goodness.
And I did not want to share it with you.
I know, you looked at me like, oh, don't ask me.
Yeah, don't come to me. Because you will do that. You'll look at my food so sadly.
Because I want more.
And I'm like, dude, I ordered what I wanted.
That's true.
I don't want to share.
But somewhere in my head, you always have a little bit left for me.
Unless I give you the rest, then you don't like it. But that works for barbecue for us. It doesn't work for other things for us.
Sometimes it works for steak.
Most of the time it doesn't.
Well, you get big steaks because you like a ribeye.
I love a good ribeye.
And most restaurants serve a big ribeye.
They do, yeah. There's no such thing as a 6-ounce ribeye. If there is, I probably am not going to that restaurant.
How come filet mignon's always tiny?
It is always tiny.
Like the biggest one I think I've ever seen at a restaurant was like 12 ounces, and I was
12, yeah.
surprised at how it's usually 6 or 8.
They'll be like 12 ounces with the bone in.
And then like
I don't know if that's impossible.
strips are always bigger. Porterhouse, that's my jam. Because then you get a filet and a strip in the same piece of meat. Mm-hmm. Love that.
I used to really like a bacon wrapped. I don't even like it anymore.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting. A bacon wrapped filet.
I know.
Because that was just like the texture was really good. The flavor was a little bland for me, which is why now I'm like, and I love grilling ribeye. I do. Like you can cook it so freaking, you can sear that thing so hard.
I do think a steak should have a sear, no matter what it is.
I think that's the rule, actually.
The inside of it, you like to have it cooked dark brown like a hockey puck.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ew. And I like mine to have pink in the middle. I like a little medium rare, kind of in the middle of that.
I mean, it to a light pink is fine. But to a red is no-go.
Delicious.
No-go. No-go.
I take it that way in a ribeye, a filet, a porterhouse, a strip, a sirloin. I mean, pick any cut, any of that. Even a burger. I mean,
yeah, because you like medium.
I like a burger to have some pink in the middle.
You're not supposed to.
Well, that's not true because it's delicious.
No, you're supposed to cook ground beef. So there's a thing about...
Supposed to?
Yeah.
Says who? The ground beef police?
Like the USDA.
Mm-hmm.
They have very specific rules about temperature to get rid of bacteria. It's suspicious. You don't trust the USDA?
If they said to cook your chicken so you don't get salmonella, okay, I agree with that.
Oh, did you hear for a while when people were eating like raw chicken? It was a trend.
Why?
I don't know.
When did this happen?
I don't know, but you can look it up on Google. And
like
see.
Recently?
I mean, yeah, probably in the last 10 years. It was in whatever time that...
Raw chicken.
Well, rare chicken.
So this is in the United States, I assume.
Yeah.
Because we do some dumb shit. Listen, I don't know why anybody would ever think, oh, I like a rare chicken breast. Oh, that sounds gross. Oh, no, poultry, you got to cook it all the way. You don't want to cook it too far so it's dry, but you got to use that little meat thermometer and it'll tell you when it's done.
Yeah. But you're also supposed to be able to check meat by somehow on your wrist, like if it feels the same way as on your wrist as it does when you tap it, and it has to do with where your thumb is, like, rare to medium.
You keep pointing to your hand.
Because it's wherever on your hand and how your thumb rests, it's supposed to feel like if it's well done is where your thumb is higher. And
that's crazy.
I can't actually do that test. I also...
Is that from the USDA?
No, that's just from basic cooking stuff.
I just say use a meat thermometer.
That is a really good way to do it.
Fish. So. Now, fish is a tricky one. Because fish, you definitely can eat raw.
Depending on the fish.
Depending on the fish. Because sushi. And then depending on, like, if you're cooking like a fillet of some type of fish, you don't want to cook it so it's still raw. You want to cook it so it's cooked. But you want to kind of like cook it to like a medium-ish to like a medium well. Because if you cook fish too far, it's just not as good. Now, that being said, you don't like any fish regardless.
No fish. Well, and I think with so
I like all kinds of fish.
Bacteria grows on the cut surface. So maybe that's why there's sear. And I don't know if that's true for fish, actually, because I don't like fish. I don't
know.
I don't want to eat it at all. But maybe like if it's being cut and prepared to you quick enough that there's no bacteria growth, period. But that's always the thing. I'm like, overall, that's what my brain is worried about is bacteria.
So you're just scared.
Yeah. So let me ask you a question, Luke.
And now the moment you've all been waiting for, in this corner, claiming to weigh in at 135 pounds and sporting those dazzling green eyes, we have Amber. With, here's the record, people, tied up 3 wins, 3 losses, because I came through on episode 6. What's up?
Yeah, and in this corner we have Luke. Weighing in at his prime weight of 185 plus pounds, sporting his beautiful, glorious red beard.
Yeah, touch it.
He is going to need all the help he can get today because this is a really big battle for us. Breaking a tie.
It is. Tiebreaker.
So, again, I have to ask you a question, Luke.
Okay.
Would you rather, and I'm going to put some caveats on this. Would you rather have a steak that is undercooked or overcooked? The caveat is you cannot send it back and say fix it. You get what you get.
Okay, are you going to give me a temperature? Because I don't know what undercooked
Rare
is.
to well done.
Okay, so rare is undercooked.
I think, yeah.
Okay,
Rare.
I'm prepared to answer the question if you're done giving me caveats.
1 second.
Oh, here we go.
There is no further cooking. You have to take it and eat it.
I understand. Okay. This is super easy for me.
Oh, no, it's not.
I know. You're not even ready to hear it.
No, I don't even want to.
100% underdone. Because, listen, so long as it's not raw, and I feel like that has to be a non-category because then it's actually not cooked.
It's not safe. Yes, it must have a sear.
There is a reason that rare is on the scale of cooked. It's less cooked. It's not even hot in the middle. Like a properly...
no. Not
everyone out there knows what I'm talking about that's had a rare steak.
No.
It's literally in
cold
the...
steak?
No, I didn't say cold. When they describe to you, if you go to a professional steakhouse, if you ask them what is rare, they're going to tell you I can't remember. It's either a room temperature or cool.
Oh, no.
Dark pink center.
Oh.
Because I think medium rare is like
purple.
a warm. It's medium rare. I think medium rare is like a warm pink center. And then medium is a hot pink center. So that's why. So for me, the reason I prefer like a medium rare plus is because I like the hotness temperature. But I also like the less cooked meat. The flavor is fantastic.
I mean, but like, so I've gone out to eat with people who like a rare steak.
Uh-huh.
You have some family members.
Rest in peace, Grandma.
Who like some rare steak. As a matter of fact.
She said the funniest thing ever.
Yeah, you should say it. You should say it. When she ordered a steak at a restaurant we went to one time, and I was like...
Well, first of all, this was a while ago. She's been gone a while.
Yeah, she has.
And she was like, old, greatest generation old. Like, she was born in, I want to say 1918. I think I got that right. And this would have been, because we were together, but we were just barely together. I think it was like probably in the late 90s.
Early 2000s.
Early 2000s. Yeah. So maybe like before we got married.
Right.
So like she would have been
that doesn't
80-ish
matter.
Something.
Yeah.
But here's what was cool about what she said. She said 2 things that are super memorable. So first of all, it was us and then my dad, and I want to say my uncle was there. She was there, and was one of my brothers there?
Both your brothers.
Both my brothers were there with their wives?
Or girlfriends, whatever they were at the time.
Okay.
Their significant others.
And so, like, we all came to dinner, and Grandma, she's old-fashioned, so she was wearing a dress. And, she had, like a ladies, like a sport coat, but, like, back in the day, they had, like, the shoulder pads and the women's...
Oh, and a nice big brooch.
Oh, she had a big shiny...
Yep.
It probably was all kind of real stuff from some...
Yeah.
Who knows that my grandpa got. Anyway, she came, and she looked around at everyone and said, "Oh, so I see we don't dress for dinner in the Midwest."
It was hilarious. I was just laughing so hard. And what was funny is because I actually did dress up for that.
Yeah. Not
she
enough.
She looked at all of us.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
You don't dress for
She
dinner.
was not having it.
Yeah.
Oh,
and
my
so now
goodness.
whenever we go out to eat and I'm dressed, I'm like, oh, look at us dressing for dinner. And so it's one of those funny things that goes through my mind. It was just a nice little sting, and I really appreciated just
For sure.
yeah. I don't know. I might have been the only one who appreciated that comment.
I'm sure my father and uncle were mortified.
I loved it. I was like, oh, if you can like get a little rub in there, but still be so classy about it, you know?
She dropped it with class. That's true.
I liked it.
And then the other thing in this story about that dinner is she described how she wanted her steak done when she ordered steak at this restaurant to the waiter. She said, I'd like it rare. And when I say rare, I mean very rare. As if you were to walk it through a warm room and then put it on my plate. That's what she said. Oh, your face. So that probably would be a little underdone for me if it was just walked through a warm room because it'd be technically raw. But I think my grandma might have ate a raw steak. I don't even know. She probably would have been fine with it.
Well.
So for me, I mean, back to the undercooking thing. Like, if so long as my only caveat is it can't be raw or give me a disease. So I don't want raw chicken breast or raw turkey or like any sort of poultry that's going to make me sick. But if there's a less done version of it that's still like actually cooked, like by temperature.
Rare.
Why we can't really do rare chicken? We've established.
No, I'm sorry. We're talking about. I'm sorry. Did I say?
No, I got back to chicken just because it was in the discussion. But if we're talking about steak,
yes.
I am 100% on bring me an undercooked. One of the other things about steak is until it reaches like room temperature, it's still technically cooking within its own heat.
Yeah,
Not a lot.
It's not.
But they tell you that at the restaurants too, and they're professionals.
Well, that's just because they want to tell you that, hey, it was right when we took it off the grill. Maybe.
I just don't see a world in where overcooked is an option that works. Because like an overcooked steak is, for me, anything past medium is overcooked. Now, technically, the way you like it, you'll go fully to a well done.
Thank you. So my vote would be for, I would rather have it overcooked if I have no choice.
Which is
the
gross.
thought of a cold steak. I have a temperature issue in general when it comes to food. If I have food and it's supposed to be hot, it better be hot. If I have food and it's supposed to be cold, it better be cold. Like, don't give me room temperature, because then all I can sit there is think about the bacteria growing on that. Because it had to then sit in room temperature, to become that temperature. So for me, bacteria, all of those things, that is a big fear. Food poisoning, all of that. I've actually never gotten food poisoning.
Oh, I have.
Where you have. So I'm going to say maybe my wanting to have things cooked more and being off-put by something that isn't cooked as well.
You just gave me a traumatic memory. Thanks for that.
I'm just saying. Like, if someone were to hand me a purple steak with a brown crust, I would say I can't even eat. But if I know it's overcooked, and according to you, overcooked is medium.
No. I did not say that. I said anything past medium for me, for my preference, is overcooked. So if it were medium well, for me, that's overcooked.
Okay.
Anything past medium. There's a lot of people, I think you usually order it medium well.
I do. So your overcooked is my regular cooked.
That's actually correct.
And that's, of course, the way I
So for you, overcooked would be well done?
Yeah.
For you. So you would rather have a well done.
Yeah.
Good Lord.
For me, the char is really important, and there's no way
you do like a crunch.
I love a crunch.
Yep.
And if it's a good steak, and I do also take steaks based on the flavors that I like. If it's a good steak, it can honestly handle well done. Now,
I mean, that's sort of true, but it's way better if it's not.
It's got more of the crust or bark, as they would call it in barbecue.
Yeah.
And that is so important.
You're not supposed to have bark on a steak.
No, but I would take bark on a steak. I really, actually, it probably is bark on the steak that I get. You know,
maybe.
When I throw my ribeyes on the grill, I promise you, 90% of it is well done, and cooked. 10% of it is medium.
I just really appreciate that at some point we both started caring enough to try to cook the other person's food correctly. There was like a long time, because we've been together for so long. Like when we were younger, like you were just cooking it the same. Like you put all this, whatever the steaks were, you put them all on at the same time, and you cooked them for however long you cooked them, and they were done, and it was the same temperature. But now, like when you're cooking a steak for me, and then a steak for you, and one for our daughter. Oh, she doesn't eat steak.
She doesn't eat steak. No.
Well, she'd probably get a hot dog or something, or whatever else you're cooking, a burger. Anyway, you would cook yours way longer and put mine on later, and then I do the same thing. Like I would put mine on later. I'd cook yours first, which I like that we do that for each other.
Yeah, it is one of the nice things we do for each other. But back to what I was saying about the benefit of more done, which is apparently, according to you, well done. Nope, sorry, medium well.
That's for my preference.
Yes. So you would rather have a rare than medium well.
100%.
Oh.
You can't even handle it.
Oh, no. I cannot imagine trying to like sit there. Like I'm just sitting here right now thinking about cutting through meat before I'm going to cook it, right? Like if I'm making kebabs.
Sure.
I cannot imagine sitting there with my regular fork and my knife, cutting through and having it look identical to the food that I just put onto the skewer.
It doesn't look identical. Because that'd be raw. It's slightly more cooked than raw.
Slightly more cooked.
Yeah, there's actually times for it. Like if you cook it on a hot grill, I think like
it depends on the size of the steak.
Sure. But I think it's like 5 minutes or something. Like total. Like I think it's like
that's terrible.
Like a few minutes on one side and a couple on the other.
That's terrible.
And then I think medium is supposed to be like 8 minutes or...
if you do like 20 minutes.
Oh my God.
Total.
20 minutes?
Yeah.
Well, you gotta have like an extra set of teeth just to eat it.
Nah, I don't know. I actually don't time. I just look at it and I say, there's a good char on that. Like, there's some ash coming off of that
I sort of look at the time, but I go mostly on the jiggle factor.
That's what this is with the hand.
I jiggle the steak itself, and I go, that's about it, a medium.
But the thing I try never to do, and you don't do, because I do eat them well done. Yeah. The worst thing, or medium well, the worst thing to do is to cut it before it is actually like...
Right, because then you lose some of the flavor and the... Yeah.
You need that on the steaks that I eat.
For sure.
So, well, I don't know. I think that the real question for our viewers is, would you rather have a rare steak or a medium well steak?
Or well, because your argument was whatever. Trying to be all maneuvering. The question has been asked.
Yes, that's the question. Would you rather have...
undercooked or overcooked?
And you can't change it. You cannot send it back. Sorry, folks.
Yeah, I feel like if it's a steak, the answer to this question has to be under every time. And you're the opposite.
Not for me. That's so gross to think about.
I feel like you're going to lose this one.
Because
who wants a hockey puck? You don't go to get a steak to get it. No. Ew. Yeah. That's gross.
Yeah. You know what? There's lots of people who prefer it. I'll tell you. And I'm sure some of our audience does too. Some of it's also, just hopefully you're watching, you're listening, and you're voting for us, for me, for the well done or medium well, the well done team.
Or vote for me because I'm right.
You're not. I don't know. So, ways to vote.
You can vote through Spotify right in the app.
Yeah, we have a poll. We've extended them out a little bit longer.
Yep.
You can also vote in the comments.
Or if you know us on any sort of social, or you see the podcast Arguing Ever After on any sort of social, you can vote there too. Yeah, because we follow all that stuff.
We do.
And we're starting to get some traction here.
We really are.
On lucky number 7.
I think it'll be the big one.
Is that 10 states? More than 10 states. We got 12 states.
Yeah.
And 2 other countries listening.
That's a big deal. It's a big deal. So if the other way you could do is to send us an email at arguingeverafter@gmail.com. You could also submit us ideas. Like we've said, we have ideas, but also we have listener submitted ideas. So some things we might be holding off a little bit for timing purposes. But we are really appreciating all of the engagement, commenting. We love the comments. It's so fun to see what you think. Follow us on whatever platform. I don't know. We haven't understood the metrics on other platforms. What
I
that
don't know
means.
that we get metrics for them, but we know that they exist, and
Yeah.
we've tested them. So we know we're working on Apple. We know we're working on iHeart. We know we're working on Pocket Casts.
Yeah.
And obviously Spotify, which is
So
where the video is.
if you have someone who, like we've had, is like, I won't use an app that I don't use.
Yeah.
Tell them, hey, they're on these other ones too. And if there is one that you have seen us on that you didn't hear us mention, let us know. We are really,
because we don't know.
We don't understand how the internet works. It's just this massive thing, and things are moving, and we're finding out about things, and people are finding out about us. And I'm like, I don't know how.
It is kind of wild thinking like we grew up in a time where we had a high school class that taught you how to send an email.
Yeah.
How to log into the World Wide Web.
I know. And here we are. We're like, I don't know how it works.
Here we are with a podcast.
Yeah.
Just winging it.
Just winging it. So, and we also, a couple of our podcasts did, I don't know if we already mentioned this, but if not, anything that doesn't have the accessibility factor.
Oh, yeah.
We're working on coming up with another way of doing it on the back end, because we want to ensure that those who want to listen, the fact that anyone wants to, that we can help them out too. So that's all we got.
Right on. See y'all on episode 8. Don't forget to vote and subscribe.
Bye.
Bye.